What if I told you that there are spiritual signs revealing that this connection goes far beyond logic? That there are subtle, almost invisible clues the universe sends to guide you to your true twin flame? In this video, we're going to explore the 10 most powerful signs that show this special person didn't come into your life by accident. And pay close attention, the last sign is so strong it might completely change the way you see love, time, and even yourself. You've probably heard that love is a mystery. But what if I told you the universe is conspiring to reveal something far greater than a simple romance? Something so deep it could turn your whole life upside down, yet only a few are truly able to understand. Sounds contradictory, doesn't it? The truth is, in the middle of so many meetings, missteps, and doubts, your soul might be crying out for a connection that transcends time and space, your true twin flame. Here's the paradox: the more you try to search for this love with your mind, the more it seems to slip away. But when you start paying attention to the spiritual signs the universe is sending, everything begins to make sense, and the reward can be a personal transformation beyond anything you've ever imagined. You're about to uncover clues that may have been right in front of your eyes, and your heart, just waiting to be recognized. Get ready to dive into a journey where each sign is a doorway to an invisible reality, an invitation to awaken your soul and see love through a new light. And stay with me until the end, because the final sign is a secret only a few can truly recognize, and it may forever change the way you connect with the universe, and with that one special person.
Sign 1: Vivid and recurring dreams of the same presence. She started dreaming of that face before even meeting someone new. At first, she thought it was just her imagination, a coincidence. But the dreams kept coming. Intense, detailed, filled with conversations and settings that felt like they were pulled from an old movie she had never seen. In the Twin Flames universe, dreams are like soul messages, they come ahead of what the mind is still not ready to understand. When you dream of someone who feels deeply familiar, even though you've never seen them before, it's your soul recognizing another soul. These dreams often leave behind a strange sensation upon waking. It's like waking up with a longing for someone who's never physically been there, but somehow seems to live deep inside of you. I've heard people say they dreamed about their partner years before actually meeting them, even recognizing physical features and, sometimes, their name. That happens because, according to many twin flame stories, the souls are already connected long before the physical encounter ever takes place. If this is happening to you, it's worth keeping a dream journal by your bed. Write down the details, names, places, emotions. Over time, you might start to notice patterns that help you understand the message behind those dreams. Often, it's through this subtle plane that the universe begins to prepare you for the meeting. And when that meeting finally happens, the feeling is like déjà vu, as if you're simply reliving something that already happened in another dimension. Sign 2: Constant synchronicities involving this person. You think about them, and seconds later, a message pops up. You turn on the radio, and their favorite song is playing. You walk into some random place, and guess who shows up? Coincidence? Maybe. But when this starts happening over and over, almost eerily often, it's time to pay attention. In the Twin Flames universe, synchronicities aren't just signs, they're confirmations. It's like the universe is orchestrating everything behind the scenes, setting up these seemingly random moments just to steer you in the right direction. These patterns act like invisible arrows, pointing you toward a path you hadn't noticed before. You're thinking about someone, and suddenly you see their name on a billboard, or hear someone casually mention it in a random conversation. In those moments, logic takes a back seat, and intuition takes the lead. Because in the Twin Flames universe, the rational mind often gets in the way, while the heart already knows the path, even without a map. And those coincidences? They are the map, hidden, stitched together with clues only you can recognize. If these synchronicities keep showing up, try writing them down. Create a timeline and watch the patterns emerge. Sometimes, they form a sequence as clear as a movie script. The only difference is, in this movie, you're the lead role. And the universe is handing you the script in pieces, like a gift being slowly unwrapped, just to make the magic last a little longer. But then comes the question. What do you do when, beyond all the external coincidences, you start to feel things inside you that you can't even explain? Sign 3, feeling the person's energy even from a distance. There are days when your heart feels heavy for no apparent reason. But deep down, you know. It's as if something inside of you is tuned into another frequency, one that's coming from someone who isn't physically there, yet feels deeply present in a way that's hard to explain. In the twin flames universe, this is more common than most people realize. These connections aren't limited by time or space. It's like the souls are speaking to each other in silence, even when their bodies are far apart. A real-life example. A woman shared that she would experience waves of anxiety whenever her partner was going through something difficult, even though they were miles apart. Later, she would find out that, at that very moment, he was struggling with something. It's as if their energy fields were intertwined, shared. And this isn't about telepathy or something overly mystical. It's about a deep emotional bond, an invisible link that pulses when the other feels. In the twin flames universe, this is described as an energetic merging between two halves of the same soul essence. If this happens to you, try paying close attention to those unexplained emotional shifts. Write down what you feel, the time it happens, and later check if it aligns with anything the other person experienced. Often, recognizing these patterns helps you trust your sensitivity more deeply. Intuition is the soul's compass, and when you learn to listen to that subtle voice, you start to realize, you were never truly alone. But what happens when this intense connection starts triggering deep inner changes you can't quite explain? Sign 4, a spiritual awakening right after meeting this person. She thought life was going just fine, everything seemed on track. Until she met someone, and suddenly, nothing made sense anymore. She began questioning her choices, her habits, her beliefs. It wasn't the other person's fault, it was something awakening within her. In the twin flames universe, a twin flame doesn't arrive just to love you, they arrive to illuminate you. And once that light is turned on, there's no going back to the dark. The encounter with this soul awakens parts of you that may have been dormant, parts you didn't even know existed. It's common, for example, to feel an almost uncontrollable urge to seek answers after this meeting. Books on spirituality seem to appear out of nowhere. Videos about energy, the soul, and life purpose find their way to you on social media. You start feeling drawn to meditation, holistic therapies, ancient symbols. In the twin flames universe, this is the first calling, an invitation to align your essence with the true purpose of your soul. This connection doesn't just transform the heart, it expands the consciousness. If you're going through this process, embrace the change. Allow yourself to dive into the questions, even if you don't yet have all the answers. A beautiful place to start is reading books like A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, or listening to spiritual teachers like Mooji or Sri Prem Baba. Practicing mindfulness, walking alone in nature, and journaling your thoughts and feelings can also help. Because when the soul begins to awaken, it needs space to bloom. And sometimes, with that blooming, a deep inner knowing is born, that there's something more to this connection than meets the eye. Sign 5, unexplainable intuition about this connection. You know that feeling when you just know something, but can't explain why. Suddenly, you feel like that person is going to message you, and then they do. Or you get a tightness in your chest, and later find out they were going through something hard at that exact moment. This isn't your imagination. In the twin flames universe, intuition is like an invisible thread connecting two souls, allowing them to communicate beyond words. This heightened awareness isn't logical, it's ancestral. Many people, when experiencing this, try to rationalize it. Oh, it was just a coincidence. But when these coincidences become a pattern, intuition stops being a suspicion, and becomes confirmation. I've heard stories of people waking up in the middle of the night with a deep sense that something had happened, and they were right. This kind of sensitivity naturally emerges in true soul connections within the twin flames universe. Because it's not the mind that recognizes the bond first, it's the soul. If you've been feeling this kind of intuition, trust it. To strengthen the connection, try short meditations focused on the heart. Visualize a golden light expanding from the center of your chest. Keep a notebook for your intuitive insights and check later to see if they matched reality. Over time, you'll realize, your intuition rarely gets it wrong. And this silent connection, the one that defies logic, often comes with something else. A deep emotional pain, even if the time you shared was brief. Sign 6, intense emotional pain, even after a short time together. It's strange to feel so much for someone you barely know. An intensity that seems almost disproportionate, as if an entire story had been lived in just a few brief encounters. And then, when that person pulls away or disappears, the pain feels almost physical. In the twin flames universe, this is not uncommon. The bond is so deep that even a short separation can feel like your heart is being ripped out of your chest. It's not neediness, it's a soul connection. One woman once shared that after spending only a week with her twin flame, she felt such intense sadness at their goodbye that it took her days to recover. And it wasn't just longing, it was soul-level grief, as if a part of her had been forcefully shut off. This kind of pain doesn't follow the clock's time, it follows soul time. And in the twin flames universe, the soul doesn't measure love in days, but in depth. If you're going through this, be gentle with yourself. That pain is a sign that something real and sacred has been touched inside of you. One beautiful way to begin healing is through therapeutic journaling. Grab a notebook and write everything you're feeling, raw, unfiltered, and honest. Listen to songs about soul reunions, like All of Me, by John Legend, and let yourself cry if you need to. Because many times, this deep emotional pain is just the beginning of a new cycle. Where separation isn't the end, but a hidden beginning in disguise. Sign 7, periods of forced separation that feel like the universe is testing you. There was no fight. No one was at fault. It just happened. Life took you in different directions: work, distance, fears, missed timings. At first, it feels unfair. But then, a quiet understanding begins to rise, something greater is being orchestrated. In the twin flames universe, temporary separation is common. Not as punishment, but as preparation. The universe separates in order to align. Because sometimes, before you're ready for each other, you have to be ready for yourself. These periods of separation are like spiritual winters. Cold, silent, lonely, but fertile. It's in this time that the deepest lessons are born, that the soul strengthens, and that old wounds resurface, not to hurt, but to heal. I once met someone who was separated from her twin flame for 3 years. They reunited at a spiritual retreat, and everything had changed. Both had grown more conscious, more grounded, more whole. And their love had become sacred. That's a story often heard in the twin flames universe. If you're in this phase, use the time for you. Seek self-knowledge. Invest in yourself. Deepen your spirituality. Practices like Reiki, family constellations, or silent retreats can bring powerful clarity and healing. Don't see the separation as the end, see it as a pause. Because when the time is right, the signs will return. And often, they appear in the most subtle ways. Like repeated numbers gently crossing your path. Sign 8, the presence of repeating numbers, 1111, 222, 717, etc. Have you noticed how often you see repeating number sequences, like 1111 on the clock, or 222 on a license plate? In the twin flames universe, these numbers are not random. They are coded messages from the cosmos, signaling that you are on the right path. It's not just coincidence, the universe uses these patterns to catch your attention, like a soft whisper reminding you to stay aware of your spiritual journey and your connection to your twin flame. These sequences are seen as gateways, moments when the veil thins and your awareness expands. It's an invitation to go deeper into your intuition, your alignment, and your soul's purpose. Many people report that every time they see 1111, they feel a shiver, or a sudden energy shift, a sense that something important is about to happen. In the twin flames universe, these numbers are like lighthouses in the dark, guiding you through uncertainty and helping you stay aligned, even when your path isn't clear. If you've been receiving these signs, here's a simple yet powerful practice. Whenever you notice a repeating sequence, pause for a few moments. Take a deep breath. Quiet your mind. And ask yourself, what do I need to learn right now? What message is trying to reach me? This creates a conscious connection with the universe and opens up intuitive channels you may not have accessed before. And as these numbers continue to light up your path, don't be surprised if deeper transformations begin to unfold, changing everything around you, from the inside out. Sign 9, Deep transformations in your life after the meeting. Life felt static, like it was standing still. But after this person came into your world, everything started to shake, like an internal earthquake. Changes at work, in relationships, even in your deepest emotions surfaced without warning. In the twin flames universe, meeting your twin flame isn't just a romance, it's a catalyst for a complete transformation. Imagine a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. The process can be uncomfortable, but it's essential for the soul's growth. Many people share that after meeting their twin flame, they felt an urgent need to change old habits, let go of toxic relationships, and pursue dreams they had been putting off. A friend of mine, for example, began studying holistic therapies and reconnected with her spirituality after this encounter. That's because the twin flames universe is not just about love between two people, it's about the spiritual evolution of both. If you're noticing these transformations happening in your life, embrace them without fear. Sometimes, discomfort is just the sign that something new is about to be born. Try self-awareness exercises, like journaling or even therapy that aligns body and mind, such as holistic therapy or mindfulness. The universe is reshaping your life so that you and your twin flame can meet in perfect harmony. And when that harmony happens, you feel like you've finally found a place to call home. Sign 10, Feeling at home when you're with this person. You know that moment when time seems to stand still, and all your doubts simply fade away. When you're with someone and feel, without needing to say a word, that you've finally found a safe place, a refuge for your soul. In the twin flames universe, this feeling is one of the deepest signs that this person is your true twin flame. It's not just a meeting of bodies, it's a fusion of energies that brings peace and belonging. Imagine coming home after a turbulent day and feeling the warm embrace of someone who truly understands your pain, your fears, and your most secret dreams. That's the kind of feeling the universe offers when two twin souls reunite, a coming together of parts that have always belonged to each other, even across lifetimes. Many people describe this experience as a home that transcends the physical, a comfort you won't find in just any relationship. If you've ever felt this, cherish it. It's rare and precious. Allow yourself to dive into this feeling, nurture the connection, and explore together what the universe has in store. And if that feeling hasn't come yet, stay open to the signs. The universe has its mysterious ways of revealing who truly belongs to your true flame. And that path is far from linear. If you recognized any of these signs, maybe the universe is revealing something sacred to you. A connection that goes far beyond what the eyes can see. But tell me, are you ready to embrace this truth, even if it shakes everything you thought you knew about love? Because not all love is meant to last forever. But some are made to awaken the soul and transform lives. Now, I challenge you to reflect. How many times have you ignored these signs, letting fear or doubt take over? Isn't it time to open your heart and let this twin flame illuminate your path? I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever dreamed of someone you'd never met? Or felt something unexplainable that made you believe the universe was speaking directly to you? Let's talk about it. I read every comment with care. And if this video touched your heart, become part of this journey. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so we can keep learning and growing together in this connection with the universe and your true twin flame. Because this journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning.